This justice for Mohbad is getting interesting by the minute. Ever since we got the update about the DNA done secretly, advised by Femi Falana, the legal representative of Wunmi, who thought at first he was representing his legal firm was going to represent Mohbad, but later realized that it was about Wunmi. Well, he advised Wunmi, you need to go for a secret DNA. If you've not watched analysis and all of that, please do watch about the DNA. So this secret DNA was done. Mohbad's mother was the family member, or is the family member that was to be used to compare Liam, the alleged son of Mohbad. She was given a techno phone, a new one, big smartphone, to compensate, to bribe her, and she gave them the swab. Test was done. At least 25% was what they wanted. Lo and behold, exactly what we have said. In fact, prior to this DNA request, the position of Wunmi, attitude of Wunmi, and her mother shows that that child can never belong to Mohbad. You see, when I heard from Karimo, which is the real talk here now, Karimo, the elder sister of Wunmi, when she said, don't you know that children can be swapped in hospital? Don't you know? I realized that Wunmi had told a mom and sister that that child does not belong to Mohbad. So this is Prince Liam Adewale. You're about to hear some updates, and I want you guys to pay attention from the beginning of it. As you know how we do it on this platform, analysis and translation. Now, Karimo, the elder sister of Wunmi, she has broken herself away from Wunmi. Cynthia Adebanjo, her younger sister, and also from her mom. You know, she said her mom is a useless mother. She said it earlier, and she had to take it down when people called her. I mean, their family called her and said, look, don't expose your family this way. We know your mom is a useless woman. She's a useless police officer, or is it traffic warden? She's a useless one. We know, because she said she was abused severally until she found her way out of Nigeria to the US. And that the life that Wunmi lived and is living and will continue to live is actually, all of it is caused by their mom. Their mom, she said, is a useless mother, never do well, evil witch. Now, let us listen to this update, and we will be talking more. Before we proceed, like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. To encourage this channel to do more, kindly tap on the thanks button.
Paper and pen. Yorùbá pòwe kan, wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ àlè ló máa rínú tí ò ní bí. Ọmọ àlè náà dẹ̀ ló máa rí bínú tí ò ní tọ́nú ẹ̀. Karimo, ó jẹ́ bí òwe. Ojú Karimo ti rí o. Èmi àti Karimo sọ̀rọ̀ o. Mo kọ̀ láti sọ fún yín lánàá pé kẹ́ cease fire ni. Because Karimo ò jẹ̀bi. Already Karimo ṣe fún Wunmi àti ìyá ẹ̀ tó dibi mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Karimo ò jẹ̀bi. Àìgbà wá ní sùúrù Karimo tó lọ jump sínú ẹjọ́ tí ò kàn, tí ò mọ̀ pé Wunmi àti ìyá Wunmi olórí burúkú Jùmọ̀kẹ́ wọ́n ń tan òun ni. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ẹ mú pépà àti pen kẹ́ máa kọ, mo máa kà fún yín ni, because ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ nínú ìwé kọ́bọ̀. Mo máa kà fún yín ni. Wunmi àti Karimo wọ́n jà seriously sin. They are fighting seriously. ẹ bá mi dìyẹn mú. Ìyá Wunmi ò sí ní Nàìjíríà. Ìyá Wunmi wà l'Amẹ́ríkà bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Màá fún yín ládírẹ́sì ibi tó wà. Ojú ọmọ tó hábọ̀ wọn máa gbé jáde pẹ̀lú fóònù nọ́mbà ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bíṣẹ́. Ẹ máa pe bíṣẹ́ ẹ̀ pé ó ń hábọ̀ mọ́dúrà sílé. Mo yìí máa gbé yín débẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n jump. Àṣé gbogbo ọjà justice for Mohbad tá ń jà látijọ́ ìyá Wunmi jọ jókòó sí Amẹ́ríkà. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Kò wá ń ṣe ilé Karimo ni ìyá Wunmi wà. Má sọ lé ẹni tó wà fún yín. Ìyá Wunmi ilé ọmọ kan tó ń jẹ́ Tàǹwá ni ìyá Wunmi wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Òun àti Karimo ti jà. Kí dẹ̀ ló fàjọ òun àti Karimo ni pé òótọ́ ṣé ń gbọ́. Karimo travel lọ sí USA between 2013 and 2014. American visa lottery ni Karimo fi lọ because ṣé mọ̀ pé ọmọ atẹ́rọ̀fọ̀wọlé ni wọ́n bí ti Mohbad. Ṣé ń gbọ́. American visa lottery ni Karimo fi lọ sí America between 2023 and 2024. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí pé ìgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣe rántí Karimo update ń gbà yẹn pé òun ṣe oore fún wọn, wọ́n fi bí sunshine rántí Karimo update ń jọ́nà fún wọn. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí? Ẹ bá mi confirm. First update kò kọ́kọ́ ṣe fún Wunmi àti ìyá ẹ̀ nìyẹn tó fi sọ pé ìyá wọn ó já wọn sílẹ̀ kò tọ́jú àwọn. Ṣé rántí? Now ìyá Wunmi wà ní USA lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ó wà lọ́dọ̀ Tàǹwá. Má sọ bí Tàǹwá yẹn ti jẹ́ fún yín. Ṣé rí Tàǹwá yẹn àti bàbá Karimo ìyá kan náà ló bí wọn. Ṣé ti gẹ̀ẹ́tì ẹ̀? Tàǹwá ibi tí ìyá Mohbad wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sìn àti bàbá Karimo ìyá kan náà ló bí wọn. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Now ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa sọ lọ. Karimo máa ń gbé ní Manchester, New Hampshire tẹ́lẹ̀ ní Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹ̀yà Amẹ́ríkà ṣe mọ ibi tó ń jẹ́ bẹ̀ yẹn. Karimo ń gbé ní Manchester, New Hampshire tẹ́lẹ̀. But ìtorí ìjà Mohbad yìí, Karimo move lọ sí Rhode Island. Ìtorí gbogbo wàhálà Mohbad yìí, ó ti move lọ sí Rhode Island. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ṣé rí ìyá Karimo, which is ìyá Wunmi, in her early life, she was married into the Ogunbayos family. Inú ilé Ogunbayo ni ìyá Karimo fẹ́ ọkọ sí. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? She gave birth to Karimo in that family. And she and her mother-in-law are cats and dog. Ìyá Wunmi àti in-law àwọn Karimo, cat and dog ni wọ́n. They eventually pursued her out of the family. Ó wá fi Karimo sílẹ̀. Ṣé rántí pé Karimo sọ pé ó fi òun sílẹ̀ kò wẹ̀yìn wò. Ṣé rántí? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kà lọ. Karimo was raised by the Ogunbayos. Ẹ máa pinpoint o because mo yìí mọ́rọ̀ bọ̀ padà lẹ́yìn o. Karimo was raised by the Ogunbayos. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? She was raised by her maternal grandmother in Abeokuta. Nígbà tí ìyá yẹn já sílẹ̀, ìyẹn ìyá Wunmi, ìgbà tó já Karimo sílẹ̀ ní kékeré. Ṣé rí pé ìwà òun àti ìyá Mohbad jọra. Wọ́n ní fi ẹbí ẹ̀wọ̀n mi kí n sọrí ìdílé tó ti jáde. Fi ìyàwó ẹ̀wọ̀n mi kí n sọrí ìdílé tó ti jáde. Fi ọkọ ẹ̀wọ̀n mi kí n sọrí ìdílé tó ti jáde. Ẹ rí pọ́rọ̀ òun àti ìyá Mohbad correspond. Ìtorí wà tí ìyá Mohbad náà wù ní tó já àwọn ọmọ sílẹ̀ tó tẹ̀ lóko babaláwo lọ. Karimo was raised by the Ogunbayos family. She was raised by her maternal grandmother in Abeokuta. Abeokuta ni Karimo dàgbà sí. That is the father's mom. Her mother left her and never looked back. Flag the show yìí kí gbogbo ayé ẹ kó polúkú muṣu. Flag this show kó rí ikú rẹ̀ lójijì. Adenike, God bless you, my sister. Ṣẹ́gbọ́, her mother left her and never looked back. Eventually, Karimo came to America via visa lottery between 2023 and 2024. sorry, 2013 and 2014. Ọmọ yẹn struggle ohun in American lottery. Ó wá sí America ní 2013 and 2014. Ṣé gbogbo ẹ máa confirm tí àlàyé yẹn bá ń yé yín, ṣé gbọ́? Now, she later went to look for her mom and got connected with her. Ṣé rí pé nǹkan tọ́rọ̀ àwọn family ṣe jọra wọn nìyẹn. Ṣé wọ́n ti pé ìgbà tí Mohbad náà ń ṣe rere láyé, ó padà lọ wá ìyá Mohbad. Ibi tí ṣòro Mohbad ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Karimo náà ìgbà tó dé America, ó overlook nǹkan tí ìyá ẹ̀ ṣe fún wọn. Ó padà lọ reconnect pẹ̀lú màmá ẹ̀. She tried her best to form a bonding. Ó try láti bond pẹ̀lú wọn padà. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ó ní that was what led to Karimo's sending Wunmi to school. Ṣé wọ́n ti pé Karimo sọ pé òun lòun rán Wunmi lọ sí school. Karimo ò parọ́ o. Ó rán Wunmi lọ sí school lóòótọ́. Throughout when she was sending Wunmi to school, wọn ò dárúkọ Mohbad fún rárá. They never mentioned Mohbad to her. Wọ́n gbowó school ipò ń lọ school. Wọ́n sọ pé Wunmi ń sùn pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin. Wọ́n sọ pé ilé ọkùnrin ló wà. Ṣé rí pé lórí burúkú ni Wunmi àti ìyá ẹ̀. Ìyá Wunmi máa gé ẹ létí jẹgbẹ̀yìn ni. Èmi kò mọ̀ bóhun tí ó dání. Bí mo bá mọ̀ òun bá ti jáwọ́ ti pẹ́. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀tọ̀ ọmọ kan fún ọ o. Ìgbẹ̀yìn adùn lórúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́. Owó olówó kò gbọ́dọ̀ balẹ̀. Ọmọ ìyá gbé. Aṣọ aláṣọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ balẹ̀. Ọmọ ìyá gbé. Agbésáré wọlé. Ìyá rẹ̀ àfòsókè. Àfọwọ́ra lórí. Owó àdìjọ́ kan. Ọmọ yìí lọ sọjà. Níbi tó ń gbé ń taṣọ. Ó lọ jí wọn láṣọ. Ọlọ́pàá bá mú. Ó di ilé ẹjọ́. Ìgbà tó délé ẹjọ́. Adájọ́ kò fọkàn balẹ̀. Ó fi sẹ́wọ̀n 20 ọdún péré. Ọmọ yìí ni mo ti gbọ́ mo ti gbà. Ṣùgbọ́n kí n tó máa lọ. Mo fẹ́ bá màmá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ àtàtà. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe kókó. Pẹ̀lú omi ìjẹ́ lójú ni màmá yìí fi ń bọ̀. Pẹ̀lú omi ìjẹ́ lójú ni màmá yìí fi ń bọ̀. Bó ṣe dọ́dọ̀ ọmọ. Ó gbẹ́nu sí màmá létí. Bó ṣe gbẹ́nu sí màmá létí. Ó gé màmá létí. Ariwo ta. Òkìkí gbòde. Ọmọ ni ẹ má ṣe pariwo. Ṣebí láti kékeré ni mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ibi. Ìyá kò sọ fún mi. Bàbá kò sọ fún mi. Ṣebí láti kékeré ni mo ti ń gbé wínrin. Ìyá kò sọ fún mi. Bàbá kò sọ fún mi. Ìṣe ló tún fọwọ́ ra mí lórí. Èmi kò mọ̀ bóhun tí kò dání. Bí mo bá mọ̀ òun bá ti jáwọ́ ti pẹ́. Èmi kò mọ̀ bóhun tí kò dání. Bí mo bá mọ̀ òun bá ti jáwọ́ ti pẹ́. Orin tí Wunmi máa kọ fún ìyá ẹ̀ lọ́la ni. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kọ lọ. Throughout when she was sending Wunmi to school, they never mentioned Mohbad to her. Instead of Karimo to take her time and listen to the whole story, she came out and started defending blindly. It was when they started bringing out the truth. That was when Karimo was starting to understand what is happening. Karimo ò sínú picture yẹn. Karimo ò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọn ò jẹ́wọ́ fún Karimo. Then gbogbo ìgbà tó sọ pé Karimo lọ ń sùn ọ̀dọ̀ Mohbad. Karimo ò gbà because Karimo ló ń send owó school sí Wunmi tí Wunmi sọ pé òun wà ní school tí ìyá Wunmi náà dẹ̀ ń bá parọ́. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Their fight started. Ìjà òun àti Wunmi mo fẹ́ sọ yìí o. Their fight started when Karimo went home to Nigeria and stated as a king. Wunmi, if it was true, Karimo sọ fún mi pé tó bá jẹ́ lóòótọ́ ọba ló ní ọmọ. Ipe ṣé lóòótọ́ lọ́ba ló lọ́mọ. Then is it true she was living at Naira Marley's house? And Karimo challenged mama wọn pé Karimo challenged her mother that why will she allow a 15-year-old girl to be having relationship? Ṣé ń gbọ́? Karimo was pained because she was using her money to send Wunmi to school, but she was not going to school. Instead, she went to stay in Naira Marley's house with Mohbad. The fight was very serious. Even Karimo started doubting Liam's paternity. Ìtorí ẹ̀ ni Karimo fi sọ pé àṣìgbé ọmọ ní Liam ṣé rántí pé Karimo sọ ṣé rántí pé Karimo sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Even Karimo started doubting Liam's paternity. Karimo refused to bring their mommy back to USA. Ìgbà tí Karimo ń bọ̀, ìgbà tó lọ ṣe candlelight ṣe pé Karimo à ń bẹ̀. So ìgbà tí Karimo ń bọ̀, mo ti ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ máa gbé yín débẹ̀ nísìnyí o. Ẹ lọ jí gbogbo àwọn tó sùn. Ẹ jí Olúwa ṣeun God bless you. Ẹ jí gbogbo ọkàn tó sùn lọ. Dìde gbogbo ọkàn. Mo like orin ṣùgbọ́n mo morin kọ. Ẹ jí. Justice for Buki's voice. Ẹ jí gbogbo ọkàn tó sùn lọ. Dìde gbogbo ọkàn tó ṣáko lọ. Flag show yìí kí o flag ìgbésí ayé ẹ. Flag show yìí kó flag oríire ẹ. Flag show yìí kó flag aláàánú inú ayé ẹ. Ẹ ní ṣe oríire. Àṣírí yóò bò mọ́. Wunmi lọ gba refund lọ́wọ́ àwọn babaláwo ẹ because bó ṣe ń lu ìlú yẹn ó ń bẹ ni. Bó ṣe ń lu ìlú yẹn ló ṣe ń gbé information wá fún mi sí. Wunmi lọ gba refund. Lọ gba refund. Sọ pé kò tó ṣe fún òṣìṣẹ́ lọ gba refund ẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ máa sọ lọ. Even Karimo started doubting Liam's paternity. Because of that, because of everything that happened, Karimo refused to bring her mommy back to USA. Ó jaya yẹn sí Nigeria. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Because she believes Wunmi and her mom are hiding a lot from her. Inú ń bí pé òun tún fìfẹ́ wọn sáwọn people yìí pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ṣèkà fóun tó. Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n hide nǹkan fún gan. Ṣé ń gbọ́? So she came back to America. Meanwhile, she was the one that filed for her mom. I think mo ti ń gbé yín débẹ̀. And we are going to land safely. Karimo ló ti file American visa tí ìyá wọn fi ń travel. Òun ló file fún ìyá wọn. Ó wá já ìyá wọn sílẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Sister Busola, God bless you, ma. God bless you, ma. Karimo was the one that have been filing for her mom. Mo máa pe auntie tí mo mọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà yẹn. Gbogbo information tí mo ní pẹ̀lú girl tóun abọ̀ wọ́n sìn. Mo máa fún. Kan write gbogbo consulate America. Ìyá Karimo, òun padà bọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Tó bá lé ẹ padà sí Nàìjíríà, sọ pé ìyá mi kọ́ ló bí mi. Ẹ máa gbọ́. Karimo was the one filing for their mom. So she came back. Meanwhile, she was the one that filed for her mom. The Ogunbayos family raised her, but they never liked her. Ṣé that is our family Karimo, àwọn ló raise Karimo. Ìgbà tí ya Wunmi já Karimo sílẹ̀ tó lọ. But wọ́n raise ọmọ yẹn but wọ́n like her because of ìwà tí ya ẹ wù nínú ilé yẹn. So hatred yẹn wọ́n pass ọmọ yẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Now, a grandma from the Ogunbayos family has a child called Tanwa. Ó ti yé yín sìn. Tanwa yìí, mo fẹ́ establish ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ sìn. Ṣé wá pé mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ Tanwa fún yín lẹ́ǹkan? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún sọ fún yín ẹ lè ti gbàgbé. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Sherry Tobilola, God bless you. God bless you. Sherry ìyá tó bí ìyá Wunmi. Ìyá yẹn náà ló bí Tanwa. Sorry, ìyá tó bí bàbá Karimo. Ìyá yẹn náà ló bí Tanwa. So Tanwa ni last born. Ìyá yẹn. Ṣé ti get ẹ? Ẹ bá mi dé tẹ́ bá get ẹ. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Ìyá tó bí bàbá Karimo. Inú ilé àwọn bàbá Karimo ló ń jẹ́ Ògúnbáyọ̀. So ti yé yín, ìyá tó bí bàbá Karimo, òun náà ló bí Tanwa. So Tanwa ni last born. Àwọn bàbá Karimo, ṣé ti get ẹ bẹ́yẹn. Ọmọ méje ni wọ́n, Tanwa ni last born. So yé yín, ẹ jẹ́ kí máa sọ lọ. So mo ti establish bí Tanwa ṣe jẹ́ fún yín because ọ̀rọ̀ Tanwa ni mo fẹ́ máa sọ lọ́nsìn. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Yeah. Now, a grandma from Ogunbayo family has a child called Tanwa. Ṣé Tanwa àti Karimo age group kan náà ni wọ́n. Ṣó yé yín, ẹ má bá mi dé lọ bẹ́yẹn. Now, ìgbà tó rí pé ìgbà tí táwa náà wà ní America, sorry, táwa náà wà ní America. Now when táwa saw that Karimot and her mom was fighting, ṣàdẹ̀mẹ́pà wọn táwa family wọn like Karimo ìtorí ìwà tí ìyá ẹ̀ wù. Kẹ́ máa wo báwọn ìyá Mohbad àti ìyá Wunmi bó ṣe lọ ń jẹ oúnjẹ ọ̀tá ìtorí wọ́n fẹ́ gbélé ayé ṣe ohun rere. Bí táwa ṣe rí pé ìyá Karimo àti Karimo ń jà, ṣóyé yín, táwa take advantage yẹn, ó pé ìyá Wunmi, ó ní kó má worry, ṣóyé yín, ó ní kó má worry, ó lóun á mú òun á invite ìyá Wunmi padà wá sí Amẹ́ríkà. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ó dẹ̀ ṣe ìyá Wunmi padà wá sí Amẹ́ríkà lóòótọ́. Ìyá Wunmi tó jẹ́ pé ilé Karimo ló ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn family tó tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀ tó fìyà jẹ ọmọ ẹ̀ torí ìwà ìkà tó ń wù. Ìyá Wunmi náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn tá wá family yẹn wọn like òun. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Now, ìgbà tí ìyá Wunmi wá padà wá sí Amẹ́ríkà, ó wá lọ ń gbé pẹ̀lú Tanwa. Ẹ wo lórí burúkú obìnrin. Ọmọ tó já sílẹ̀ láti kékeré. Ó tún wẹ̀yìn wò, ó tún wá unite pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ìtorí ọmọ yìí ń bá ẹjà pé gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kóhun gbọ́. Go out and say your truth. Wunmi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé ṣépè. Ọ̀dọ̀ Tanwa wá ní ìyá Karimo ń gbé sí, ó ti padà sí Amẹ́ríkà. Gbogbo bá ṣe sọ pé à ń jà justice for Mohbad. Obìnrin dẹ̀ fi wálẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ padà sí Amẹ́ríkà. Ìyá Wunmi tó bá fi ẹsẹ̀ ara ẹ̀rìn padà wá, ṣó fẹ́ gbọ́? Òkú ẹ̀ ló máa fi ránṣẹ́ sílé. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kọ́ lọ. Tanwa is right now filing for Wunmi and Liam. The filing update Tanwa talked about, sorry, the filing update Karimo talked about is Tanwa. Ṣé pé Karimo update lóòótọ́ ń jọ Sunday tó pé filing. Ṣé Tanwa ló ń bá rí. Right now, Tanwa is claiming Karimo's mom. Tanwa ti fẹ́ gbàwé fún Karimo's mom. Tanwa is claiming Karimo's mom as a dependent. She is the one she updated for that if Tanwa should use her mom to file that, she will arrest Tanwa. Kò tí ẹ ní di Karimo má ṣe wàhálà. Bá ṣe wàhálà. Ìwọ má ṣe wàhálà Karimo. Kò má ṣe jọ̀gbọ̀n lọ́jọ́kò. A ní dẹnu kéèsì. Èmi láwọn èèyàn l'Amẹ́ríkà tó máa parí iṣẹ́ yẹn. Má ṣe wàhálà. Tanwa is the one Karimo updated for and said if she should file for her mom, she will arrest her. Emma love and like, please. Now, Ibitori Wunmi ó ti pé ní. The same grandmother that chased Karimo's mom out of the house is now living with her in the same house. Now, ìyá Tanwa, ìyá ẹ̀ náà ń gbé l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ìyá Wunmi náà, ìtorí ìjẹkújẹ tó fẹ́ jẹ. Ìyá tó lé ẹ bọ́ta nulẹ̀ ní kékeré. Tó sọ pé ò lè fẹ́ ọmọ òun pẹ̀lú àbúrúkú tó ń wù. Òun àti ìyá yẹn sìn, ìtorí ìjẹkújẹ, wọ́n wá jọ ń gbénu lé Tanwa. So, ìyá Tanwa àti ìyá Karimo ọjọ́ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà lọ́dọ̀ Tanwa ni. Now, kí dẹ̀ ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé Tanwa náà kò ṣe pé ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìyá Mohbad láti jẹ́ kó gbé lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ o. Selfish interest ẹni. Ìyá Tanwa ti darúgbó, kò lè tọ́jú ọmọ mọ́. Tanwa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bímọ ni, ó ń wá babysitter, ó ń wá nanny tó máa bá jókòó tọmọ. Ìtorí ẹ̀ ló ṣe gbà ìyá Mohbad, ìyá Wunmi láyè. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Kò ṣe pé ìyá Wunmi, ó like ìyá Wunmi láti jẹ́ kó wá bóun gbé, but ìtorí pé ìyá tó bí Tanwa tó ń gbé lọ́dọ̀ Tanwa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, ó ti dàgbó ti darúgbó. Arthritis ti mú lọ́wọ́, kò lè gbé ọmọ mọ́. Ṣóyé yín? Ìtorí ẹ̀ ló ṣe wò pé káwọn fi wọ̀rọ̀ kan fi ṣàdá, káwọn jẹ́ kí ìyá Mohbad, ìyá Wunmi máa bọ̀ nínú ilé. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Now, Tanwa just needed a nanny because she just gave birth and her own mommy, which is Karimo's grandmother, is now old. Ṣé ń gbọ́? That is why she decided to bring Karimo's mom. How will you accept to come and live with people that you know that they don't like your daughter? Auntie Buki, that their family is very, very messy. Lórúkọ Jésù gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń wò mí lénìí. Tó bá tó àsìkò tí àwọn ọmọ yín máa fẹ́ ọkọ, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí ní náà tó bá tó àsìkò tẹ́ máa fi ọkọ tẹ́ máa fẹ́yàwó ẹ ní fi ọ̀tá yín ṣe ọkọ ẹ ní fi ọ̀tá yín ṣèyàwó ẹ ní gbégun eléegun ẹ̀ńtáyé ti kọ̀tì ẹ̀ńtáyé ti pàtì ẹ ní fẹ́ níyàwó àbọ̀kọ lórúkọ Jésù. Ṣé ń gbọ́? There was a time they advised Karimo to leave her husband and run away. Ìyá Wunmi nìyẹn o. Ìyá Wunmi advised Karimo kó fi ọkọ ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ kó sá lọ. Ṣé rí bí ìyá Wunmi ṣe máa operate? Ìyá Wunmi ọ̀bẹ ṣeré ló máa fi gún ikùn ẹgbẹ̀yìn. Ikùn ẹ ṣọwọ́ ọ̀gá tó kúnkún ẹ yẹn. Wọ́n á ṣe emergency surgery fún ẹ wà ní flat tummy. Èmi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹ. Tanwa is Karimo's kí la máa pe Tanwa? Bàbá Karimo òun lẹ̀gbọ́n Tanwa. Àwọn kan béèrè pé ta ni Tanwa? Bàbá Karimo òun lẹ̀gbọ́n Tanwa. Tanwa ni last born bàbá Karimo. Ṣó ti yé yín? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa sọ lọ. Karimo felt since the Ogunbayos don't like her, maybe she will find love with her mom. Ó mà ṣe o. Ó mà ṣe o. Àánú Karimo mà ṣe mí o. Kò ṣe pé Karimo dédé padà lọ bá ìyá ẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Kò ṣe pé padà dédé lọ bá ìyá ẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Ìgbà tí tó ń fìfẹ́ wọn nínú ibi tí Adégorola, God bless you. Wọn ò fìfẹ́ wọn nínú ibi tí ìyá ẹ̀ fi sí. Àwọn Ògúnbáyọ̀ wọn ò fìfẹ́ wọn. Àwọn fámìlì bàbá ẹ̀ wọn ò fìfẹ́ wọn nínú ilé yẹn ló ṣe ní kóun padà lọ bá ìyá òun. Ṣàlàyé pé ìyá ẹ̀ ti jálẹ̀ tó ń jọ ṣe mọ́. Ìdí tó fi lọ padà báyẹn ní ṣàlàyé pé nǹkan tó ṣe Mohbad náà nìyẹn. Mohbad wò pé òun ti di celebrity kí ni káwọn ti gbọ́. Mohbad jẹ́ nìkan ó máa ń wo nǹkan táyé máa sọ gan kí láyé máa sọ kí láyé máa sọ kí láyé máa sọ tó gbé sọ́kàn títí òun ló mú mi tó fún pa tí Wunmi fi gun lọ́bẹ̀ má kẹ̀jẹ̀ tó tún fi là á ládàá lórí tó dé fìlà fún. In fact, this one is exclusive. Tanwa ayé ẹ máa bàjẹ́ sórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ni mo ti ríṣẹ́ ibi tó ṣe ń bí ẹ máa gbọ́. They hacked Karimo's phone. It was later discovered that it was Tanwa that hacked Karimo's phone. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Wọ́n ti hack phone Karimo. Wọ́n ní Tanwa ló hack ẹ̀. Gbogbo ìdílé yẹn ṣe wá jọ bí olè, bí ká pààyàn, bí ká jalè, bí ká ṣèyàn ká gúnyàn lọ́bẹ, bí ká pa ọkọ yàn, bí ká lọ gbọ́mọ ọba ká wá gbé fún Mohbad. Gbogbo ìdílé yẹn ṣe ya olórí burúkú báyìí. Abẹ́ gbọ́. Wọ́n hack phone Karimo. It was later they discovered that Tanwa hacked Karimo's phone. Tanwa, America tí wọ́n náà wà yẹn, wo bó ṣe rí, wo bó ṣe ń wò bí èkòló tí ò rí ẹ̀pẹ̀ jẹ. Ìwọ náà àṣàkà ní gbogbo yín nídìílé yín. Àbájọ náà ṣe rántí pé mo sọ fún yín pé fóònù tó fún ya Mohbad. Ṣé rántí? Mo ní hack phone nìyẹn ń gbé dání olóbùkú. Kò kú lọ́rọ̀ àṣírí kọ̀kọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. So ẹ jẹ́ kó hack phone ya Mohbad yẹn tiẹ̀. Ẹ máa gbọ́, they hacked Karimo's phone to obtain all her information. Wow. Ó ti yé mi. Tanwa is now posing as Karimo to file for Wunmi. The question Karimo is asking is that if Wunmi does not have anything to hide, she should come out and debunk all the claims and she should go for DNA. So Karimo náà ti ní kó lọ ṣe DNA. Ó ga o. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún sọ. The question Karimo is asking is that if Wunmi does not have anything to hide in Mohbad's death, she should come out and debunk all the claims and go for DNA. Shengbo, all the causes that Karimo is collecting is because of Wunmi. She still came back to say Karimo cannot question her. Gbogbo question tí Karimo ń bí, ó ní Karimo lè question òun. Ẹ máa gbọ́, they should hold Wunmi and her mom very well. They will confess what they did to Mohbad. This is coming from a place of ẹni tó súnmọ́ ẹbí yẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? They should hold Wunmi and her mom very well. They will confess what they did to Mohbad. Ah! Ó mà ṣe o. Táwa, àwọn yẹn ni wọ́n wá fẹ́ gbé sílé. Táwa, àwọn apààyàn ló fẹ́ gbé sílé. Táwa, àwọn murderer. Táwa, mo ti ní gbogbo information ọkọ ẹ̀. Mo máa pè wọ́n lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lẹ́nu. Màá sọ fún wọn pé dáàdì ṣán ti gé ti yín lọ ni. Mẹ́pẹ́ bí Mohbad lọmọ tẹ́ fẹ́ ni. Táwa, màá fi ẹ́ lákàlàkà. Má jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Táwa, ò ní like ẹ̀. I swear with my living God. On God, Táwa, ò ní like ẹ̀. Má jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ Táwa. Mo fún ẹ 3 days. I'm telling you, it's not a threat. It's a statement of fact. 3 days. Send the Mohbad out of that house. Kó padà seko. Only they should hold Wunmi and her mom very well. They will confess what they did to Mohbad.
This life is full of crazy things, wickedness. You see, there are different types of men and women. I don't want to say fathers and mothers. If you mistakenly come from such, like that of Wunmi, if you mistakenly come from a dysfunctional, bipolar, diabolic, crazy, mad, wicked family like that of Wunmi, if your mom is like that of Wunmi, hey, you see, some of these things are stories you hear from the Western world. Maybe you hear stories from those in America. You hear some strange stories, and you'll be wondering, what kind of mother is this? Of course, they have a system that caters to some of their, some of these their excesses, or am I going to call it some of their weakness, or intended or intentional, whatever. They have some, you'll be put in a foster home, and it's not as if it's always good and nice in that foster home. Some of them are maltreated, terrible things happen to them. Many things happen to them. Now, is it that Wunmi's mother, Karimo's mother, gave birth to them at a tender age when she was not ready? And she did not have support. She had to go to the police to learn, whatever. She had to apply to be whatever, to just fend for herself. Or is this the same way our own mother did? Is this a family pattern? What exactly is this thing? How callous can she be? Like, all of these children that this woman gave birth to grew up on the street. They grew up on the street. When I say grew up on the street, I mean she gave birth to them. Immediately she observed that they had 1 or 2 buttons on their chest. She threw them on the street. Wunmi has been on the street. Prime Boy said it, that Wunmi lived with us, meaning lived with Prime Boy's mother in their little room somewhere. Maybe they had this, 2 rooms somewhere, face me and face you as it is called. BQ. Mohbad was staying with his friend, Prime Boy. Mohbad was with his friend, Prime Boy. Maybe Prime Boy's parents are a little, not really like much, but maybe better than his own father. Like, so since Mohbad and Wunmi are in a relationship, she left her home to stay with Mohbad at the age of 13, 14. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to paint? The picture that I'm trying to paint here. At the age of 13, 14, she was already out of home. Her mom was not asking for her. Her mom was not asking about her. Her mom didn't bother. It's like she does not exist. It's like she's dead. She's dead. On the other end too, Karimo was also on the street somewhere, living with people. I don't know if you've come across this scenario, this situation where a young lady, she comes across and says, "Good afternoon, mommy." Maybe you have a big supermarket or a shop somewhere, and she's like, "I'm looking for work," and you're like, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, are you not supposed to be in school learning trade or something? And she's like, "How are daddy? How are mommy?" And the stories are like, and you're like, "Well, I'm going to give you something to do, but I need to know your family. I don't want something to now happen and then stories will now," people have helped people and they've ended up being jailed for trying to help someone. Maybe something happened to the person. So who is it that Wunmi will often call? So Wunmi and Mohbad together, Prime Boy's mother was feeding Wunmi and Mohbad and her own son. Now, I want you guys to understand how far these people have, the journey so far. Now, Karimo, on the other hand, too, she's somewhere as a maid, house help, on the street. She said she was abused twice. Not somebody gave her a slap. No. Not bullied. She said she was abused twice. Meaning someone forced a grown-up person, different guys, men, forced themselves on her. And her mom cared less. But because she wanted to still, she still needed that, my mom, some other children will cut off totally from her, like, you are useless, you're of no use. She said at the age of 16 or 18, thereabout, she felt like, okay, my mom did it, maybe there is a reason. She still had that, okay, there is a reason why my mom did it. Maybe because our dad is useless. And this rubbed on our mom to make her so useless too. Maybe it's a curse. Is it a curse or something? What is exactly? So she decided, like, okay, now things are better. The same thing that happened to Mohbad. Things are better for me now. I need to call in my mom. I need you guys to understand the pattern. The pattern. Unfortunately, Mohbad is gone. Wunmi is here. I need you guys to understand the pattern. So, this woman is proud of herself. This Wunmi's mother. She's proud of herself, like, even though I didn't take care of my kids, even though I didn't raise them, even though I did nothing for them, even though I threw them on the street, I didn't cater for them, I cared less about their well-being, I allowed the street to raise them up. Well, you hear what our guest said, that a certain lady was one that convinced Karimo to file for her mom. Like, file for her, don't worry, everything will be fine. She said that she has not healed from the trauma that she went through as a result of the action of her mom. And what is this action? Throwing them out on the street. No mother care, no motherly love, no caution, in fact, how can she even raise them up when she is full of wickedness? Now, why did Karimo feel compelled to invite her mom in, file for her mom? I'll tell you. Karimo was not having it nice and good with the husband and the family of the husband that she got married to. So she felt, well, maybe the reason I am experiencing this is because I wanted them to accept me. Children or people who grow up, particularly those that are unable to separate or build themselves up as an individual. It's not everyone that reacts to things the same. There are people who always seek for that father figure because they did have a father in their life. There are people who always seek for that mother figure because they did not have it in their life. There are people who react opposite to that. They want to be that father figure and mother figure, and they start when they get their own family. They want to complement, that loophole. They want to make sure that they fulfill that their parent did not fulfill. So we react to things differently. So in the case of Karimo, the elder sister of Wunmi, she felt, okay, if I bring my mom in, they will know that I also have a mother. She tried. When her mom came, she realized that she made a mistake. That is why Karimo will always be against Wunmi and her mother. Wunmi and her mom are one and the same. They share the same. In fact, we want to believe that Karimo is just someone who was dragged into this. And she felt like, all right, let's just stand together as a family. But you see, Wunmi, Mohbad's mother, and Wunmi's mother, they belong to the same coven. They belong to the same society. They operate in the same wavelength. Everything about them is the same. They think alike. They operate alike. They do everything alike. So terrible, isn't it? Now, I spoke about Mohbad's family also. Unfortunately, Mohbad had women in his life that were not profitable. He had a mother-in-law that is wicked. He had a fiancée that is extremely wicked. And also a mother that is super wicked. And when you have these three groups or these three set of people in your life, it will be difficult for you to escape it. It will be difficult. You must meet your end. Because there is nowhere to turn to. Your mom is a serpent. Your wife, a vampire. Your mother-in-law or the mother of your fiancé or girlfriend, a dragon. How then can you escape? Wunmi made sure, and of course, Mohbad also felt that his father wasn't that rich and the man didn't have a say in his life per se. Imagine if his father was rich or his father commanded some form of, let's say his father was a police officer. Mohbad wouldn't have behaved that way to his father, even if his father is not extremely rich. It's important that we learn from all of this. Mohbad also made mistakes. Regardless of if he was under a spell, he made a lot of mistakes. Mohbad was told about Wunmi earlier. He was told about Wunmi in the presence of Prime Boy, his childhood friend. He was told, these girls in your lives will finish you. They will drain you and they will put you guys 6 feet. Mohbad refused to part ways with Wunmi. He refused. He refused to part ways with Wunmi. He kept on and on with Wunmi until he met his downfall, his Waterloo, until imagine. Let's say you refuse to listen and you kept on and on with the lady. It gets to a point. You escape from her, isn't it? But you know, maybe when Mohbad wanted to escape, Wunmi also became streetwise and became jujufied, diabolic. She decided to up her game by tying the soul, spirit, and body of Mohbad, tie his senses, put a remote control on him. But if that is what it is, what about their continuous fight? Continuous fight, both of them continuously fighting, quarrels and all of that. So I'm kind of thinking there was no charm. Mohbad just could not cut himself away from Wunmi. He wasn't willing to take that leap. He didn't believe. He didn't care about what he was told. He didn't care about his own life. When he got to a point where he started seeing signs of people chasing him and things were happening around him, maybe he had gone to, or maybe if he had wanted, he would have, gone to find out, like, what's really happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Maybe he would have been given some, but maybe he did. And he was not told anything. This life is full of mysteries. I hope we're all learning one or two things from what happened to Mohbad, what he was told, information that he was given, steps that he was supposed to take, steps that his mom was supposed to take, what his father did, how his father tried, and it became like a kind of a, the relationship between father and son became a little bit strained, because it seems Mohbad's father is always telling him, why are you doing this? Why are you not behaving this way? Behave this way, behave that way. So, if you continuously tell your son these things, and your son begins to see you as a bore or someone who is trying to control his life, particularly if he's making money and you don't have, it could result into worries, where eventually, and it might feel like, okay, there's a limit to what I can say. Let me just keep quiet, and that's exactly what happened. Mohbad's father could not continuously pressure Mohbad into doing the right thing, into listening to him. If he continued to speak, Mohbad will begin to run away from him. And that's what Mohbad started doing. Mohbad started cutting off slowly from him. Mohbad didn't want to be around him because Mohbad did not want to hear any words of wisdom. Mohbad did not want to be grilled or interrogated by his father. Mohbad didn't want to be corrected by his father. Anytime his father comes around, Mohbad will be like, hey dad, there is this thing I need to go and do now. You are still here, right? You are still here, I'm coming. Mohbad will escape because he doesn't want to sit and talk. He doesn't want his father to ask him serious questions. And also, the issue between them as per, I want you and my mom to come back together, did not give Mohbad's father that inner, push to tell his son, look. But if his father had known, that's why when things happen, that's when you realize what you should have done right. Now, it's easy for us to look at this and talk about it. At times when we are in need, we might not be able to see clearly. We might not be able to think things through. If Mohbad's father had used his own life as an example, like, hey boy, come, sit. See, in my life, there are certain things that I did. It's quite unfortunate. It became this and that. Now, do not go through the same. Do not go through the same pathway. If not, maybe if he had used tact to present this thing, or maybe he did, and Mohbad wasn't ready to listen, like, what is this man saying? Youthful exuberance. That attitude that young people put up, like they know a lot of things, and you don't know nothing. Who knows? Maybe that is what happened. Because it's so painful to look at such a shining star go off like that. He has not even achieved, acquired, done anything. Now we have so many things around his life. And the bad part of it is that people who were at the beginning of his life, when he was a child, when he was young, those are the same people that joined him, followed him, escorted him, and they stopped when he was about to get into his grave. And they were the one that pushed him, like, now, go into the grave. Imagine. Just imagine this. So, Karimo, the elder sister of Wunmi, she's saying, enough is enough. I don't want to be part of these wicked people. She already stood her ground earlier. I saw that she put out back in those last year. I saw what she put out there. She was about to break the table. She was cautioned. Like, hey, don't do this. Don't do this. If you cannot help your sister cover up, at least don't be part of those that will. Do not make it appear like your family is divided. Like how Mohbad's family is divided. How Mohbad's mother sold out her son for some couple of millions of naira in her account and promise of traveling to the US that she might never or will never ever get. Do not allow yourself to be that broken edge. Let us cover up this wickedness. But Karimo cannot keep it to herself. She knows that her mom is a wicked witch, a wicked fellow. She knows that her mom is a wicked person. She knows that this woman is evil. This woman has even advised me to stay off and cut off from my husband, get half of what my husband have or everything, move to a different place, let's live together. That's the kind of woman she is. She's like, she's a terrorist. Thoughtless, wicked woman. I'm saying this so that you guys can keep tag, particularly those that are from Nigeria, and it might be unfortunate to meet a Nigerian lady and you don't know that it's Wunmi's cartel. We have all of this all over the world. We have families like this. So I'm saying this so that you can also look at your own circle, wherever you are, South America, Europe, America. You find people like this. Go to all over Africa, the Caribbean. You'll find people like this. It's time for you to look, watch. Terrible family. You meet, the miracle of meeting someone that you don't even know like that, and you get involved and start a family. It's a miracle itself. It's a mystery. Even family members can betray you. Not talk of someone you made out there. Look at Mohbad's mother. If Mohbad is alive, can he ever imagine that his own mother, his own mom, will join forces with the enemy? I don't think so. You won't believe, like, my mom can't go this low. My mom can never go this low like my mom. But look at Iya Mohbad. Sat down with the enemy, all for some couple of millions, and promise against our own son. Join forces against our own son. Obviously, she's part of those that put Mohbad where he is right now. Of course, she is part of those that put Mohbad there. She did her own before Wunmi finally finished the job. All for check, 10 million, 5 million here and there in her account. And the hope of getting more from Mohbad's street revenue. She has been told that we've calculated it. Mohbad is worth this X and Y amount of dollars. So let's join forces together so we can split the money. So this is what your plans are. Remember, I saw that update where Karimo said, if you dare put a name for the tax return thing, you will go to jail. She was referring to her mom. That's to let you know that there's fire on the mountain. She wasn't ready to join her mom in any criminal activity. Like, if I am aware of it, if I see, I'm going to report you. You are a useless mother. So we have two useless mothers here. Unfortunately, one lost a son, but acting like she didn't lose nothing. One lost a son. So sad. So sad. We have two useless mothers here. Wunmi's mother, Mohbad's mother. Very useless. I think this will change the whole narrative, that view, that empathy that people quickly rush into when it comes to women. This will change the narrative. We've seen countless. It has been proven severally that women have disrupted mankind, disrupted family, disrupted countries, done a lot of terrible things. That's why I've always said, look at a woman as equal as you are. Don't look at them as weak. The more you look at someone as weak, the less you see how dangerous they can be. They always have this false, women are weak. So is Wunmi weak? No, let us talk about weakness now. Is Wunmi weak? If Mohbad and Wunmi they went into their home. Mohbad came out without life. And she was even able to get thumbprint of Mohbad on a fake will to make sure that she gets. How can she be? What do you mean by weak? She's not weak. Begin to see women, begin to see your partner as like, these people, they can do and undo. Don't be fooled. They can do and undo. So see them as such. See them as such. They can do and undo. Don't look at them as like they are weaker vessel. Where did you even get this weaker vessel? Like, I don't understand. Someone gave birth to a child, went through all of those ordeal, and he's still bouncing around after some couple of months, ready to get pregnant again and go through the. And you say is a man created for that? Like you are, come on, stop saying a woman. Women are strong. They are powerful. Let us even check statistics. Men die earlier than, husband and wife. You find that the man is dead. The woman is still alive. Even if their age is like close to each other. And you say, the more you fool yourself into thinking women are weaker vessels. I'm not talking about you battering a woman or a woman battering a man. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about physical assault, like you try to prove to a woman, I'm stronger than you, let me hit you with my bones. No, that's what we are talking about here. But I'm talking about ability to exterminate, ability to manage, ability for administration, ability to commit. A woman is as equal as a man. That's what I mean. I'm not talking of you try. In fact, we've seen cases where a man and a woman had a fight. The man is the one that they put in the body bag. The lady just put some knife on his neck because the man feels like my muscles feels like my muscle is all that I have. I this one. And before he could say Jack Robinson, before he could even blink his eyes, all his guts are pouring on the floor. And he said that a woman is weak. Look at it. So Karimo knows she has been she of course she has been suspicious in the past. Like, look, I have tried. She said it loud and clear. I have tried as much as possible to get this girl off the street because I went through the same. And now that somehow God smiled on me, and I won't lie to you. You see, there are people that have gone through pain. Oops. They've gone through pain. They've gone through. Karimo went through a lot. She went through a lot in life, and God smiled on her. Like, I'm going to put a smile on your face. Maybe someone advised her and said, look, you have to break this circle of, if you don't take care of your mom, you might also, they have this narrative, this thing that some people put on people's mind. If you don't take care of your parent, your own child too might end up, you might repeat the same circle. The question you should ask is, did I do the same to my child that will make my child not look after me or respect me? Respect is reciprocal, isn't it? What Karimo's mother did is different from what Karimo will do to our own children. So they come up with this, and you just fool yourself like, there are some mothers that you need to run away from. Karimo, if she wanted to send some upkeep to her mom once in a while or birthday, it's okay. If she wants to sell some upkeep or birthday gifts to her mom, like, okay, mom, I know you are my mom, but you should not be called mother. If she wanted, it's okay. I'm not saying that your mom hurt you, did certain things to you, and you are now okay and better in life. You should do nothing, don't help her. You can, but make sure that such a mother does not come close to you enough to influence you. Once she comes close to you, it could be a father. Once he or she comes close to you and you realize that she's beginning to influence you, she wants to push in, press in that negative energy and spirit. Give her space immediately. With respect, give her space. Do not allow her destroy your life. That someone give birth to you does not mean they can't finish you. So Karimo knew all of this. And she was also suspicious of this. Said, look, mom, let me... Earlier, even before this issue came up, before she started saying, I'm suspicious, who is the father of Liam? Who is the father of Liam? Because she said her mom was hiding things from her. Her mom kept things from her. They lied to her. Wunmi lied to her. She said, I wanted to get Wunmi off. I paid. She said she paid to a certain agent to help Wunmi gather document that she needs to apply for student visa in the US. Wunmi did not agree. Wunmi did not accept. She called her mom and said, hey, can you take this girl off the street so that her life... Wunmi did not agree. Wunmi said she's not going nowhere. Her job, her assignment is simple. Delete Mohbad. And she stood to delete Mohbad. Now, we are hearing that they have filed for Liam to come to the US. Can you imagine? Now she wants to go to the US because she's done with the assignment. She's done with the assignment that they gave to her from her water coven. The coven where she's from. The assignment is take Mohbad down. Now she wants to travel abroad. The same abroad that her sister gave to her on a platter of gold. Like, you're a young girl. This is the best opportunity and time for you to come to the US. Come for study, settle down, and do your life. You can go and come if you want. Did Mohbad cry and say, if you leave me, I will die? I don't know. Or Wunmi felt like, I need to execute and do what I need to do when Mohbad is about to get to his prime? Or don't you guys, I'm sure you guys observe everything. When Mohbad was about to get to his prime, when Mohbad was still doing street challenge, rapping here and there, singing here and there, dropping rhymes here and there, they didn't buy him. But immediately was about to get to that limelight, about to take that next step on the next thing. They said, now it's time. She's done with it and she wants to travel abroad. She wants to travel abroad. Now that DNA is out and it is clear that she's not Mohbad's wife, and not that neither neither did she give birth to any child for Mohbad. What is the next step? No problem. I'm going abroad. You will go nowhere. You must collect. She wants to go to the US now. You know, when they file for you, it takes a while. Sometimes it takes 1 year, 2 years. It takes a long time. In fact, when Karimo filed for her mom, it was taking too long. So she had to like get a different kind of visa. And then when she got there, it was perfected. So guys, what are your thoughts about this one? Drop your comment, like, and share. Justice for Mohbad.